Today I'm with my sister Sheri, and the first thing I'm going to show you is she made me these adorable Lana Del Rey headphones from the video Music to Watch Boys to, so I'll put a link below on that, but they're super cute. So every time I edit a video I'll be wearing them. What we're going to do today is we're going to go over the arts and crafts crate for adults, and we're actually going to do the project inside and see if it's actually worth the monthly fee. I give you the directions. I'll take the stuff out the box. Alcohol, ink, UFO paper kit?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is UFO paper. Feel it. It doesn't feel like
Is
anything.
this for children?
No, this is an adult crate.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Don't be like that. Alright,
This thing says 1 to 2 hours.
don't be like that. That's probably just drying time. A brush, a straw, a set of gloves, alcohol, ink, applicator, stamp, alcohol, ink, in 3 colors, butterscotch, wild plum, and stream. Put that on the floor.
Oh, they sent you the frames to put it in. Well, isn't that adorable?
You get 3 frames.
Wow.
That feels so special.
So you can frame your art.
Well, if they look good, I'll put them in my craft room. So. I don't promise anything I do that looks good. Okay, so
You got the stamper technique, the drip technique, the straw technique, and the alcohol blending technique. So I'm going to do the straw technique.
okay, so the straw is you dip the alcohol ink directly onto your paper, and then use the straw to blow the colors in different directions.
Mm-hmm.
What's the stamper? Add a felt pad to the stamper. Add your ink to the stamper by dripping either small or large dots on the felt. Then stamp down.
Yeah. Then stamp the yolk of paper and see your colors apply to the paper.
What's
You
that?
can stamp down and move the colors around to create abstract effects.
Drip the alcohol ink directly onto the paper. Drip different colors on top. And watch the colors expand. Okay, so you're going to do the straw. I'm going to do the drip.
So you're not going to do the stamper.
I might do the stamper later, but I'm not doing that right now. Are there all these like already opened, or? Yeah, they're kind of opened.
So you're going to do the drip effect,
Yeah.
and I'm going to do, and there are 2 different size straws, so I can make either big,
Or small.
small.
It's a little coffee stir. I don't know
Mm.
how that's gonna. But we got plenty of sheets.
And there's only
I got another pair of gloves, but I ain't using gloves. Because I'm so special, I don't have to use gloves. Okay.
I just like,
You just like the sound.
I just feel like, you know,
Okay, so.
who's in the house?
Butterscotch.
Bend over and cough.
No. Let's see. I'm gonna start with stream.
Think about that episode with Peter Griffin.
You mean where he like accused the doctor of rape? That's terrible.
Bend over, Mr. Griffin.
He's like, everybody has to have this done. No, they don't.
They raped me too.
That butterscotch looks like urine.
Yeah, it does.
That's not
Look what I made you, Mom.
that's not a nice color at all.
Look what I made you, Mama.
The,
I peanuts and paper.
The plum is pretty.
Yeah. The green's pretty.
It's like a teal green. I'm kind of digging that.
FYI, it dries fast.
It does. Like, I don't understand how this is supposed to take 2 hours, and you just keep on dripping it.
Yeah. Probably figured because I'm a smoker, it would take me 2 hours just to blow that.
I honestly was like very surprised at your oxygen intake.
Probably figured it would take me that long just to blow.
This actually looks like the Princess and the Frog right now.
I'm impressed with your pattern technique. Absolutely.
I have no pattern.
Yeah, your pattern technique's awesome, Heather. Mine is just like, look what I did in kindergarten, Mom.
Well, you're better at this than I am.
No, I'm not with this alcohol thing. Yours looks like, something from the 60s, like psychedelic.
It does. It looks like,
yeah.
In order for you to understand it, you have to smoke something.
Yeah.
That's still hanging in my craft room. That did art.
Ooh, look at that. That did good. Check that out.
Looks like a butt.
It's like,
I'm mixing my methods. This smells like
alcohol.
it's really strong. But I actually kind of like that.
We'll be floating when this is over.
We'll be floating. Put some strong wind on that one. Alright, let's do the stamper one.
Jeez.
It is like a seriously strong smell.
Yeah.
You can have this when we're done with this.
Yeah.
Because you're all artsy fartsy and I'm not. Add your ink to the stamper.
You're doing the stamper now?
Yeah, I'm going to try it. It doesn't say how much to really add to the stamper that.
There's got to be a better way to,
Oh, you can swirl it. Swirl it. I feel like I'm getting really aggressive with this.
You sound like you're really doing a job on that thing.
I am. Where's the little? This, like, all my stuff ends up looking like a ink blot test, like a Rorschach test.
It's supposed to be abstract, Heather.
Yours is like really dark. Mine looks like an out of focus camera.
That's because I'm emo.
Yeah, no. I'm glad I put down this thing on my table.
I'm emo, Heather.
I just squirted like a lot on this stamper.
And it's not supposed to make sense, so if you're trying to do like a picture of a unicorn,
This is not going to do
or
anything.
summer's day, not gonna work. Not gonna work. If that's the effect that you're going for, people, it's not gonna happen with this. This is ink blotting.
This does look like a psychological test.
It does. And I'm failing miserably. I'm failing miserably.
I think you're doing a good job. I question mine, because this stamping is like... I don't know how I feel about this stamping. They, like, in the picture, they have multiple colors at one time. So, I'll do that.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the picture actually with what they're going for. You know, it's like I said, it's abstract. You know, it's abstract. And if you're into that kind of,
Well, these things are like the adult arts and crafts crate are $39.99 a month, but if you go through what's that website called? Subscription, monthly subscription, whatever. Then you get like 20% off. But they don't really have a whole lot of arts and craft crates for adults, so I was like, ooh.
and that's sad because I find, and if you read about art, the majority of people who really start the creative process are people in their 50s.
Really?
Seriously. A lot of people in their 50s, 40s, and 50s start doing the creative, like painting, even like scrapbooking and stuff like that. They usually start in their like 30s, mid 40s.
You can try another method. This looks.
Because let's be honest, people in their 20s, the last thing they're worried about is, hey, I think I'll paint today. Not gonna happen.
It's usually that 120-year-old out there.
Yeah. There might be that one 20-year-old.
I wouldn't have tried this unless it came in a set. Would you?
No.
Yeah.
I've seen it on Pinterest, and a few other sites, but it was not something that you know. I'm more of acrylics, and I've thought about watercolors, but I usually do acrylics.
This looks
Okay.
like my Cricut had a ink failure.
Yeah, it's got to be something that you would be interested in, totally interested in.
It looks terrible.
It's got to be something that, you know.
But I could use this as a background on something. I actually really like my first one. Like, now that it's drying, it
Now
does
that it's
look
drying,
like an
yeah.
out-of-focus picture. Yours actually looks a lot better now that it's drying, too. So, that's pretty sweet. Man, you're really into the straw method. You don't want to use the stamp method?
I'll try the stamping. It might be something, you know, I could try.
Well, you could roll over it with the
Mhm.
stamper, too. I'm kind of like you. This drip method is...
It's just something different, you know. It is something that looks more out of focus.
I don't think this was a bad deal.
No. And it's something different every month.
Yeah, it's different every month. Like, from what I read, one month was like, doing like a clock, like a homemade clock. One month was doing a, what's that stuff where it's like a rope that you hang plants in?
Macrame.
Macrame. One month was that. So I was like, I don't know what this month's going to be, but I'm going to order it. I think I'll keep the subscription going because this is pretty sweet.
And I was just waiting to see what you were going to get in it before I subscribed to it. So,
Well, you can always just come over here and do this.
yeah.
Just use my subscription. This looks like a fish.
Yeah. You can put the link down because I'm sure there might be somebody out there that would be interested
This
in doing it.
stamp method makes it look like horrifying. Or is that just me? It got worse. Now it looks like a haunting.
Yes.
It's so scary. Like, but now when it dried, that one looked really good when it dried.
It reminds me of the 60s, like the background that they used to put on the videos of like the psychedelic, like Steppenwolf. And if you look at the old videos of the 60s, like seriously, look at a Steppenwolf video.
Steppenwolf.
There's people out there that know
I don't know what that is.
Like carpet ride, magic carpet ride,
Jefferson Airplane?
or Jefferson Airplane.
Jefferson Airplane.
Jefferson
I
Airplane.
knew that reference.
Yeah. White Rabbit, Jefferson Airplane.
You had to be on something to understand that now.
Yeah, but I mean, if you think of the backgrounds that they had behind them with the flashing colors and stuff, that's what that is.
That is not an epilepsy friendly thing.
No, that's not an
It's
epilepsy
not
friendly
epilepsy
thing. No, it's
friendly.
not. No, it's not. But I mean, that's what it reminds me of.
It does.
It does. It reminds me of that. That's what it reminds me of.
I don't like that stamp method.
No, the stamp method didn't work out too good for me.
It didn't work out. I mean, look at that second one I did. It looked scared.
It didn't work out too good for me.
I don't like it, but I like yours.
Yeah, that's the straw. The straw method came out pretty good. I wouldn't advise doing the stamp thing. Stamp thing didn't work out too good. And that looks more like the stamp thing. That looks more like what they showing on the front. Looks more like the straw. That looks more. The stamp was the drip does good. And it says the alcohol blending. I think the blending and the drip and the straw would be the best way to go. See, now that came out good. That came out real good.
Use the brush.
So I think that would be the better way to go. If that's what you're into. If that's what you're into.
I feel like this is rewarding because this is not something you can mess up.
Yeah, no, definitely.
You can't really destroy. I honestly was like, I need Sheri here because I'll mess this up. But
No, you cannot
you
mess
really
this up.
cannot mess this up.
No. And you can say, hey, look, I painted you something. Did you? Yes, I did.
Yes, I
Here
did.
it is. And you can say, one, I painted you something, and two, I didn't mess it up.
I feel like this is what I think of when I see you, just to confuse them.
Yeah.
And they be like, I don't know what this means.
There is a meaning to it, but you'll never know what it is.
That's
Because
boom.
it's complicated. Just like you, honey.
Just like you.
It's complicated. Yeah, this would be something, totally different from normal, painting and.
I mean, I know this is an adult box, but I actually think this would be fun for kids.
Teenagers would enjoy it.
You think so?
Yeah.
Not your teenagers.
No, not my 15-year-old sons. 15 and 16 and. No, definitely not. No.
I made mine look like eyeballs.
Yes, definitely. Yep. If people were still dropping acid, that would be the thing. And I'm sure there's somebody out there that does.
I kind of like it though.
Yeah.
I weirdly like it, and I don't know why. Yours is pretty. I like yours.
If there was people out there that still did acid, and I'm sure there's probably
There's got to be somebody out there that still does that.
They would totally appreciate the work that we've done today.
They should. I'm telling you, this would be like a good ink block test.
It would. It would.
A good Rorschach test.
I wonder what mine would say to somebody's soul. What would it say?
I don't know.
I would love to know what mine would say to somebody's soul.
I don't know. See, I would definitely see eyeballs in mine. I know I would.
I think mine would reach deep down inside of them. Just grab their soul. Grab deep down in there. The depths.
This does dry awful quick.
It does.
Like, way quicker than you would think it would dry.
Mine would say, come with me to a magical world.
Is that what that? I can't promise that.
A magic carpet ride. Yep, that's what it would say. Why don't you come with me, little girl or little boy, on a magic carpet ride? You don't know.
I don't remember the words to that song. Da da la 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 la.
What we can see. Why don't you come with me, little boy, girl, on a magic carpet ride?
I like how you're trying to be gender neutral in that song. That's real nice.
Gender neutral. I don't know, Heather. When that stamping thing dries, it does come out pretty good.
I still don't like it.
It's all bubbly. I really like this one.
I like that one of yours, and I like that one of mine.
I mean, you know, like if you did it for a background, like
Yeah.
yeah.
If you do it like if you put vinyl on it.
Ooh, if we made some of these, like and took them to Hippie Fest,
I think they would do very well at
I think they would do like
I think
awesome
we
at
could
Hippie
take it to
Fest.
art fields in Lake City, and they'd be like,
Awesome at Hippie Fest.
this lady, I feel her soul, and I'd be
Do
like,
you see?
I made that.
Do you see? Can you feel what's going on in my soul?
Yeah, I mean, some people would really think this was like serious art.
I feel you, man. Feel you, man.
Yeah,
Mm.
I have a different opinion on art. I'm not into that abstract art thing.
I'm not into the abstract, but you know what? You would be surprised at the people, you know, who can look at something that makes no sense at all and be like, you know what? So,
Yeah,
oh my God, I know what you mean. Oh my God.
There's like a video where this guy goes into an art gallery in New York, and he sets his coffee down on the floor, and people gather around it and start taking pictures because they think it's part of the exhibit, and he just walks over and picks it up and walks off.
That's just too much.
That's why I'm like that modern art thing. I don't get.
No.
But that's not. You can reuse this. So.
I mean, I watch videos like every day, you know, where people paint. Yeah, it's not fun unless you get really, really into it.
I mean,
But
it's alcohol, so it should come off.
yeah, it'll come on. But I mean, you know, you would be surprised at the stuff that people paint. Last night, as God is my witness, I watched a man put a brand new video up, and this is what abstract is. He took two colors, black and white, and he blended them. Black and white this way, black and white this way. And I'm like, okay, what else? And that was it.
That was the whole thing.
That was the whole video. And that's abstract.
I'm not feeling that at all.
That was abstract. But that's what a lot of people like. That's what abstract is. So, you know, everybody's different. This might be, to somebody, this might be nothing at all, but to somebody else, it's art.
Well, I'm going to frame them and put them in my craft room.
Yeah.
'Cause
And
I
I'll
think
put my
that's
name at the
snazzy.
bottom, yeah.
You should.
Snazzy.
You should sign the little white part right
Oh,
here.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be snazzy.
Snazzy.
But you don't know what the top and the bottom is, though.
Oh, I do. Because it came from my soul.
This is my top.
Yeah.
My top.
Yeah.
You know how I can tell? Because there's like the white spots right here that I forgot to paint.
Yeah. This has no bottom, it has no top. Because it has nothing but soul.
It has nothing but soul. Yeah, I can feel that coming from it. Actually, that one, once it dried, that one actually looks.
I told you, that's the stamper.
That's the stamp that I did. And it's kind of dark, can you?
But it's still awesome, filled with awesomeness and love.
It's very red.
Yeah, very red.
And I didn't use that much red. Yours is like, I don't know how you made black.
I told you it came from my soul. I told you I was emo.
You are. Do you need this paintbrush? Okay, I'm throwing it out of the way.
I told you I was emo Heather, deep down inside. Something is there. It's the soul. No. I just blended the blue and the red and the green, and it all came out into this dark color of purple.
See, I'm like, the only reason I know what colors blend together is because yellow and blue make green seal on the Ziploc bags.
Yeah.
That's how I remember.
Isn't that sad that we know that?
That's my life,
Yeah.
defined in Ziploc.
Alcohol.
Yeah, this has like a lot of.
Alcohol.
And you wore gloves.
Yeah, I did. But
It
you
did
know what?
no good.
It's still good. It's still good.
It did, but I mean, using the gloves that did literally absolutely nothing.
But you know what? We got to spend sister time. Sisters.
I would recommend this. I didn't spend $39, but I would recommend buying another one.
Yeah, and it's worth spending time together with your family, with your kids,
Yeah.
and your sisters.
Because it does come with more than one person worth of crafting, so you can.
Yeah, well worth the time. Just to sit down and spend time together, it's well worth it. So, I would give it a thumbs up.
This is why I get my sister to come, because she's the artsy one, and I'm just like, I made that.
Artsy fartsy.
Artsy fartsy. But I'm going to keep the directions, because if I ever decide to do this again, I guess I'll have the directions on how to do it.
Yeah.
See, ours look nothing like that.
No, that's because they're professionals. And we're just people who follow their directions.
That's true. They do have an Instagram to show you how to do it. Maybe we should have looked at that. But it didn't take 1 to 2 hours. It's almost dry now.
Yeah.
Maybe it takes 1 to 2 hours for people who do it right.
You know, this would be good for like Bible school too.
It really would be good for
It would be
vacation
good,
Bible school.
Yeah, for vacation Bible school.
Because this probably isn't that expensive. Like, I don't know how much the paper would be by itself. I imagine the paper would be the most expensive part of this.
And to be honest with you, they could go to Walmart and buy the watercolor paper.
You think that'll work?
Yeah.
Because I don't know what
I've never heard of
UFO paper. I don't know.
Watercolor paper would work just as good.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
It's got a glossy feel to it, though. It's got to feel like photo paper.
Yeah, nah. They could use watercolor paper. They could use watercolor paper.
Okay, so we give this a like. Thumbs up. So we will have new videos on Tuesday and Thursday. Like, subscribe, hit the little bell icon, and you'll be notified of more videos. And I'll probably have my sister come back and do another arts video with me, because she's the arty one. And I'm not good at that, so I have to bring her with me. But other than that, y'all have a good day.